Hello everyone and welcome to the 2-month update. Not a lot has happened since the last video I did, which was week number 6. The hairs are growing back very slowly. Redness is going down. I shaved the sides and the back pretty much straight away after week number 6. I'm not going to show you the left side because using cheap clippers, which you thought were a good deal in the supermarket, can create some serious damage. So note to self, don't buy cheap clippers. It's hard enough doing it yourself as it is, without using crap quality stuff. So I'll be going on Amazon tonight and trying to get something a bit better, because if I showed you the left side now, you'd think, what the hell has happened? There's no way I'm going for a hair transplant. So we'll keep that hidden from you at the moment. So you can see there are little hairs growing on both sides. Oh, yeah, you got a little view there. If you look here, the donor. So yeah, there's still a bit of a bald patch going on. That hasn't grown back yet. Still hoping it's shot loss. Time will tell. And the back, if you look at the back, yeah, the back seems okay to me. So yeah, I just kind of shaved here on the sides and here the bit that is in between the donor and the actual transplanted area, which was growing obviously faster than everything else. So it was looking really weird. So I shaved that last night, as I said. Yeah, it was last night. So I had some little bits of hair here, really annoying me, and I knew I was going to do this video today, so I thought I'd do a bit of a clean up, and totally screwed it up. Luckily, no one's seeing me at the moment, as we are still in the middle of COVID-19. Other than that, there's not much to report really. It's just about waiting for these hairs to grow back. So I thought what I'd do is a little 2-month recap of all the events that have been going on, for anyone thinking of going through this process. You will know what to expect within the first 2 months. So the first thing is, once you have the hair transplant done, your mind is really focusing on loads of things, and on the day of the surgery, you're fully concentrated on actually that night trying to sleep, because it's not going to be easy. So you're fully focused on just trying to lay down and rest, basically, without it being painful in any way. The second thing you'll be thinking about, the next day in fact, will be getting that first bandage off, which should happen pretty quickly. I mean, the next day you should be going in and that first bandage will be off, and they will put it with a second, much smaller bandage. This brings us to pretty much day 3. Day 2, I'll link in the bottom or links to my videos of all this, and so yes, you will be thinking about removing that second bandage, and then at this point you should still have your headband on, to stop the swelling coming down into your eyes. So this is really the next pinpoint. Really, you're looking forward to for that swelling to go down, and being able to remove the headband, which should be about 5 days after you've had the procedure. Now, in my case, I was also dealing with some red lines down my face, which was basically all the stuff that they pumped into your head, which managed to slip through the headband and come down my face here. So that took a few days. Once again, if you go back to my other videos, you'll be able to see all that. But your main focus, because you might not get any red lines yourself, your next focus is removing the scabs, which you should start doing on day 10, and in my case I got rid of them eventually after 2 weeks. So this is when you're just washing your hair, doing little circular movements like that, getting all the scabs off and all the dead skin off. So also in my case, and this is probably going to be for most people in fact, you're going to have some kind of feeling of dizziness after the hair transplant. This is probably why they recommend you don't go back to work straight away. So I remember very well at the hotel as I was leaving, so I look under the bed, so I lean down to look under the bed, make sure I haven't forgotten anything, and the world was just spinning, and it was like that for a week basically. The whole first week I was extremely dizzy. So once the scabs have been removed, personally I was dealing with something that's called edema, which is where all the little holes that have been punctured into your head, your body is naturally trying to heal itself, and it's producing this liquid that is called edema, and it ends up looking like little flakes of skin, a bit like dandruff, but it's not dandruff. So at this point I was massaging my scalp with aloe vera oil, as jojoba did not work for me, and I kept on doing that for the next few days until it went away. So that was really the next point where I was looking forward to not having all these little bits of which look like dry skin in my hair. So around this time as well, you're dealing with a certain amount of itchiness, so you just got to really try and not scratch your head. What you can do though is use aloe vera oil and massage your scalp. Personally, I would stay away at the 4-week period of the transplanted area, but the donor area, you're all good to apply the aloe vera and give it a massage. In terms of pain, after the first few days there was very little pain in my case, and all pain disappeared, and I got back to completely normal sensation after exactly 4 weeks. So all of this, it kind of goes bang, 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 day after day, week after week. There's plenty of things going on, and then it just kind of comes to a halt, and you're waiting for the shedding to start. So that's going to be the next pinpoint. So yes, for me the shedding kind of started at, you'd expect the shedding to happen between week 4 and the end of week 8. So all your hair falls out, and then we get to the last pinpoint where I'm at right now, which is waiting for the hair to grow back, and this process is going to take for up to a year. but I'm sure there's going to be many more events, basically trying to cut your hair and kind of get it all to grow back in a nice way without being too patchy. So that's my recap on the first 2 months of events. I'll link down below the previous videos if you want to see in detail what was going on. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, do the old thumbs up. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the comments. And hopefully the next update will be when some hair starts to grow. So hopefully see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Laters.